So we're going to hopefully do a quick chat with Andy Green on Whisper. Not a name that most people have heard of until 2023, and he's bounced onto the scene big time. His first major win as a navigator was on Carrow in the Fastnet race, and that's a pretty extraordinary result. So he's all good. So Whisper's got a pretty epic crew on, like most of these guys here. She's recovered, or been recovered I should say, from an extraordinary crash on the way up with a whale all the way up there, so that was a bit of a big deal. But here we go. Andy Green. No, Andy's on board. No, wrong one. Got him the wrong person there. I think he's coming up now. Yeah, you should know because you can see him with the gear. G'day. You right there? Do you want a hand? Yeah, all good. Cool. So, in amongst the definite contenders here. So, g'day, Andy. Crosbie Lorimer from Caddy Media.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Yeah, indeed. We're just going to ask you a couple of quick questions,
Certainly.
if we may.
Yep.
First of all, huge year for you. Tell us about it.
Immensely privileged to join Carrow for the Fastnet race and fill in for Jules Salter. So I got really fortunate to have that opportunity and came good to get that win.
And working with Adrian Stead, who must be quite a thing, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. He's knows that part of the coast, the south coast of England, extremely well. So we're very fortunate to have him on board for all his local knowledge and insights, because he's won the race twice before, and now 3 times.
Indeed. And then you went off and did J's, I think, didn't you, in the Med or something?
That's right. Yeah, Maxi Worlds with RSHYR, and looking to join them next year as well, leading up to the Worlds in Barcelona.
Well, congratulations. It's been a big year. It'd be nice if you could round it off. Just tell us very briefly, as far as you can, a little bit about what this weather means for Whisper.
Yeah, really mixed bag at the moment. It's quite hard to pin down on who the sort of favourite could be. We'll be just trying to hold on to URM up ahead of us, and also try and build enough distance off Carrow, basically. We're sort of the sandwich in the middle. Yeah, so we just got to hope the weather window rolls our way.
Just tell us a little bit about it. I mean, it's been moving a lot, hasn't it? There's sort of holes all over the place. Is it mostly heading offshore?
The faster you are, the more offshore you kind of want to be. The slower you are, the more inshore. So we seem to be right on the threshold of that. So decisions to be made this evening.
Yeah, and obviously trying to capitalise on 2 knots of south-going current as well, presumably, if you can.
Yeah, exactly. The inshore route is very heavily favoured for current. Yeah, but offshore is favoured for wind. So which way you go? Anyone's guess, really.
We'll see. Well, congratulations on the year so far. All the best for the race, and we look forward to seeing you in Hobart.
Great, thank you
very much indeed.
Cheers.
Thanks, Andy. Go well.
Thanks.
Good. That was a nice catch up with Andy. So great to see some young navigators coming through and getting early results, which is fantastic. So who else have we got on the list now that we want to talk to? I wonder whether we can find Justin, or whether he's around on Carrow. No, Carrow looks empty. Let's see if we can find... They're obviously all well prepped. Let's see if we can find somebody down the line here. There's the old Bumblebee. Fantastic to see that going. Tommy Spithill's on board her, amongst many others. Legendary boat of her time. Smuggler been going well. Who else have we got here? Let's see. Can I see Greenie? Yes, I see Greenie down there. So we might just see if we can pop and have a chat with him. We always have a bit of a chat most years with Michael Green. He's very good at reading forecasts, an incredibly good helmsman as well, which you need in this race. Let's see if we can capture him for one moment. He's talking to Kendall Barry-Cotter. Excuse me, if we wouldn't mind. Greenie, would you mind a quick word, the usual word? Sorry, Kendall, didn't mean to interrupt you. I know, exactly. They put you... Doesn't say anything about you at all. Oh, there you go. Yep. Yes, that's right. You've got to do it right. So, get settled. Very nice to see you again, Green. You're on a slightly different boat. Tell us about it.
Well, slightly. I was offered a ride by Kendall when the Quest decided to be sold.
Yeah.
I couldn't find myself going on another 52. It was would just feel like betraying the old girl. So I've decided to come to a boat more befitting my age.
Well, I don't know about that. Anyway, you've got good crew and a very nice boat. Tell us a little bit about the weather for you guys. What's this mean?
Look, really, I don't know just yet. I was just talking to Murray Spence, our navigator downstairs, and he said we're going to have rain. I'm predicting wind. I'm predicting no wind. And at some stage he's going to be right. But really, at this stage, well, yeah, we're going to be on the wind at some stage down towards the bottom end. It's this first 24 to 36 hours that are just very unknown at the moment.
And is that possible that in all the way through the fleet you can win and lose it in the first 24 hours with this going on, yeah?
Well, I always believe that you set yourself up for a win the first 24. You consolidate the second across the straight, and the last bit is just go for broke. Pedal to the metal. Yeah, but tactically, it's always the first 24 hours.
And the second half of the fleet getting a fair pasting from some southwesterlies further down, yeah?
Yes, and we might get it too. But this aircraft carrier can take it. It's we'll still be landing them.
Very good. And a fair bit of driving for you, I take it?
Yes, there will be, which is a bit of a change from the last couple of years where I was just there for my brains and good looks. So it's a real difference here, and Kendall and I will share most of the steering. And because she's a much slower boat, we've got time to react a little bit more.
And just for the record, how many will this be?
This will be number 44.
Number 44. You're still chasing Lindsay.
No, I'll never get to Lindsay. Lindsay started way younger than me, and he's got a much easier job than me. He only has to sit at a table.
Well, actually, it was interesting because I was talking to him about his first Hobart, because I remember reading an article about it, and he was talking about the weather, the gear they used to take, and how comms went, with DR and sextants and so on. I think, well, things have come on our way.
They certainly have. In the early days, our wet weather gear was actually drier off than on. You used to sweat so much; it was terrible stuff. And I've done a couple of races with Lindsay, and he's always been good fun. The one good thing about Lindsay is always make sure you have a hot coffee every time you come down, and he really looks after the crew down below. He does manage that real well.
Fantastic. Just on the technology, you, like everybody else, have got a Starlink, so that big square pad there, Jake, if you want to just show there. This seems to be transformative. Tell me a bit about what it's doing.
Well, I really don't know a whole heap about it. All I know is that we get more accurate information for longer. And
more easily.
And more easily, yes. And it costs a lot less. The initial purchase price of the thing is, but the actual cost to run it is so much less. Therefore, you're not going to the end of the Hobart and opening up a bill that's several $1,000s. It's much better idea. Also, it's great landing platform for the fish.
For the fish. I thought you were going to say the drone. The fish. All right. Well, good luck with the fishing.
They're going to be going faster than us.
Well, on that fine note, well done for the 44th, and hope it goes well, Greenie, and see you down there. Bye now. All right, we'll press on. Thanks, Greenie.
I'll give her the hat back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. So, what have we got? Can't see anybody. The Celestial crew I wanted to talk to there. Let's just keep wandering. You can see all of the... Yes, there's the Starlink piece here. So basically what this is doing is it's the Elon Musk number, and it's just getting you data super quick, almost always on. You're only paying for what you use, not for the time. So nearly every boat, if you see those things on the back, most of the larger boats have got one of those on board. Make a big difference to weather routing decisions and so forth along the way. I'm going to double back, Jakey, and just see if we can find somebody in amongst the TPs. Here's the Merrick crew getting themselves a nice photo before they head off in all their gear. The media doing their thing, with Di and Andrea along the way. Yep. So, just one more go, I think, see if we can find anybody for a quick chat. There's Smuggler, there's Seb there at the moment. Now, I think we'll take a short break now, and then we'll go and do some of the